Today, we are diving into 32 incredible geography facts that will completely reshape how you see our planet. Some of these will challenge what you thought you knew, others will open your eyes to the strange and beautiful patterns of Earth. Sit back, relax, and let's explore the hidden stories behind the world we live in. Fact 1. There's only one point on Earth where four countries touch at a single spot: Zambia, Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. It is such a tiny intersection that from above, it almost looks like a mistake on the map. For decades, this location caused political debates about who truly borders whom. Today, geographers consider it one of the most unique border designs in the world. What makes it even more fascinating is that just a few meters of river width decide whether Botswana has access to Namibia or not. A shift in water flow could theoretically change the borders. Fact 2. Canada holds an unbelievable record. It has more lakes than all other countries on Earth combined. Over 3 million of them. These lakes store nearly half of all global freshwater. Some lakes are so large they create their own weather patterns. Others are hidden deep in the wilderness and have barely been explored. When satellite images first measured Canada's lake density, scientists were shocked by how much water the country contains. Fact 3. 90% of the world's population lives on just 10% of the land. What this means is simple. Most of Earth is practically empty. From deserts stretching thousands of kilometers, to frozen tundra, to deep mountain ranges, large areas of the planet remain untouched. Humans concentrate in narrow coastal regions, river valleys, and fertile plains. If the global population stood evenly spaced, every person would have over 20,000 square meters of land. Fact 4. Russia is so large that it exceeds the surface area of Pluto. The dwarf planet's surface is around 17 million square kilometers, while Russia covers 17.1 million. That means a single country on Earth is physically larger than a world orbiting the Sun. Russia spans 11 time zones, contains countless ecosystems, and touches the Arctic, Pacific, and Europe simultaneously. Fact 5. Australia is famous for nature, but many don't know this surprising fact. The country has 3 times more sheep than people, about 100 million sheep compared to 26 million humans. Sheep farming is so massive that at one point, Australia supplied half of the world's wool. In some rural regions, you can travel hours without seeing a single person, but sheep will appear everywhere. Fact 6. Africa is the most geopolitically diverse continent on Earth, with 54 countries. These nations contain over 2,000 languages, some spoken by tiny communities, others by hundreds of millions. The landscape shifts from Sahara dunes to lush jungles, to high plateaus, to enormous river systems. No other continent has such a wide range of cultures and natural features within such an interconnected space. What is more, Africa is the only continent that spans all 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western. Fact 7. Antarctica has no permanent citizens, but that doesn't mean it is empty. Each year, between 1,000 and 5,000 scientists live and work there across more than 60 research stations. During winter, temperatures can drop below -80 degrees Celsius, yet scientific missions continue. Antarctica remains the only continent with no cities, no agriculture, and no native population. Fact 8. One of the most mind-bending timelines in history is this. Mammoths were still alive when the Egyptian pyramids already existed. The last mammoths lived on Wrangel Island until about 1500 BC. By that time, the pyramids had already stood for hundreds of years. Humans never saw dinosaurs, but many humans could have potentially seen mammoths. Fact 9. France spans 12 time zones when counting its overseas territories. That is more than the United States, more than Russia, and more than any country on Earth. From islands in the Pacific Ocean to territories in the Caribbean, to holdings near Antarctica, France's global footprint creates an enormous time zone network. Fact 10. São Paulo, Brazil, is so large that its metropolitan population surpasses many entire countries. With over 21 million residents, it is a super city with endless traffic, towering skyscrapers, and neighborhoods the size of small European nations. Its economic output is comparable to countries like Argentina or Sweden. Fact 11. The Dead Sea is one of the saltiest bodies of water on Earth. Because the salt concentration is 9 times higher than that of the ocean, it pushes the human body upward. You simply cannot sink. This natural buoyancy has attracted visitors for thousands of years. The water is so mineral-rich that even splashing it in your eyes can cause intense pain. Fact 12. Iceland was once covered in forests, but early Viking settlers cut most of them down for fuel and construction. Harsh winds, volcanic soil, and a cold climate prevented natural regrowth. Modern reforestation projects aim to restore lost woodlands, yet progress remains slow because the environment is extremely difficult for young trees. Fact 13. Antarctica is the world's largest desert, not due to heat but extreme dryness. Some regions haven't seen measurable snowfall for millions of years. The air contains almost no moisture, creating Mars-like conditions. Scientists test space equipment there and study ancient climate records preserved in ice. It remains one of Earth's most alien and mysterious landscapes. Fact 14. Snow occasionally falls in Saudi Arabia, especially in the northern mountains, where winter temperatures drop below freezing. Images of camels walking through snow-covered dunes often surprise the world. These rare events reveal how diverse the region's climate truly is. Despite its desert reputation, Saudi Arabia experiences dramatic seasonal contrasts that most people never expect. Fact 15. The Philippines hosts one of the world's most unusual formations: an island inside a lake, inside an island, inside a lake, inside an island. This multi-layered structure formed through volcanic activity, shaping land and water over thousands of years. Geographers view it as a remarkable natural puzzle that continues to fascinate scientists and curious travelers alike. Fact 16. California's Methuselah Tree is nearly 5,000 years old and among the oldest living organisms on Earth. It existed long before the rise of ancient civilizations like Rome, Greece, or early China. Its exact location is kept secret to protect it from harm, allowing the ancient tree to survive in harsh mountain winds and freezing temperatures. Fact 17. Greenland has no natural forests due to its cold climate, rocky soil, and powerful winds that prevent trees from maturing. Yet fossils reveal that millions of years ago, the island was lush with forests and thriving ecosystems. Today's icy landscape gives scientists insight into extreme climate shifts that transformed Greenland over geological time. Fact 18. Inga Falls on the Congo River is the most powerful waterfall on Earth by water volume. Every second, more water flows through it than through 10 Niagara Falls combined. Experts believe its hydroelectric potential could power large regions of Africa, but engineering challenges and political instability have slowed development. Its raw energy remains breathtaking. Fact 19. The Himalayas contain more than 100 peaks above 7,000 meters, including Mount Everest. Formed by the collision of tectonic plates, the mountains continue to rise each year. Their extreme altitude creates harsh weather, unique wildlife, and some of the toughest climbing conditions on Earth. Entire cultures have adapted to life in these high landscapes. Fact 20. Venice is slowly sinking as rising seas and soft foundations cause the city to drop 1 to 2 millimeters per year. Seasonal floods known as aqua alta increasingly submerge streets and squares. Massive engineering projects aim to protect the city, but long-term challenges remain. Visitors often witness floods that locales have learned to navigate as part of daily life. Fact 21. The Amazon River releases so much fresh water into the Atlantic that it forms a plume visible from space. This giant layer of fresh water stretches for hundreds of kilometers, carrying sediments and nutrients that shape marine ecosystems. The river is so wide and powerful that it has no bridges along most of its length, as construction would be extremely difficult. Fact 22. Bhutan measures national success using gross national happiness instead of GDP. This philosophy prioritizes environmental protection, cultural heritage, mental well-being, and sustainable growth. Bhutan is one of the world's only carbon-negative countries, absorbing more carbon than it emits. Its forests are legally protected, preserving nature as a core part of national identity. Fact 23. Mongolia has more horses than people, and horseback riding remains central to its nomadic culture. Children learn to ride from a young age, mastering skills passed down for generations. Traditional festivals feature long-distance horse races across vast steppes. Horses are essential for herding, travel, and survival, symbolizing freedom and the deep bond Mongolians share with their land. Fact 24. Japan is home to several cat islands, where cats far outnumber human residents. Originally introduced to control mice in fishing villages, the cats became beloved locals and tourist attractions. Visitors travel to these islands to see the cats roaming freely along beaches, harbors, and narrow streets. They now play a significant role in local tourism and culture. Fact 25. Hawaii drifts away from mainland America by about 7 centimeters each year due to tectonic plate movement. Over millions of years, the islands will sit in a different part of the Pacific Ocean. New underwater volcanoes continue forming, and one of them, Loihi, may eventually rise above the surface as a brand new island, adding to the Hawaiian chain. Fact 26. Mauna Loa in Hawaii is the largest active volcano on Earth. When measured from its base on the ocean floor, it is taller than Mount Everest. Covering an area comparable to Belgium, its massive lava flows reshape the island's geography. Scientists closely monitor the volcano to better predict eruptions and understand how Earth's interior behaves. Fact 27. Bangladesh has more than 700 rivers flowing across its landscape. These waterways shift constantly, creating new channels and erasing old ones. Entire islands form and disappear as sediments move with the currents. Millions of people adapt to this ever-changing environment, living in floating houses or relocating with the seasons. Fact 28. Mexico's Cave of Crystals contains some of the largest natural crystals ever discovered, with formations up to 12 meters long. They grew in mineral-rich water at extremely high temperatures deep underground. When the cave was drained, scientists finally saw this hidden wonder. Because the environment is dangerously hot, explorers can stay only briefly with protective gear. Fact 29. Switzerland has a unique law that makes it illegal to own only one guinea pig, because the animals are highly social and suffer when kept alone. To ensure their well-being, owners must keep at least 2. The country even offers services that help find new companions for lonely guinea pigs, reflecting Switzerland's strong commitment to animal welfare. Fact 30. Northern Norway experiences the midnight sun, a phenomenon where daylight lasts 24 hours during summer. This occurs because the region lies above the Arctic Circle, where Earth's tilt exposes it to continuous sunlight. Locals often spend these glowing nights hiking, fishing, or simply enjoying the surreal beauty of endless daylight. Fact 31. In the Pacific Ocean, an island split by the international dateline has one side in one calendar day and the other in the next. Visitors can literally walk from today into tomorrow with a few steps. This unusual division creates challenges for residents who must coordinate travel, school, and business across 2 different dates and time zones. Fact 32. Gibraltar hosts Europe's only wild monkey population, the Barbary macaques. These animals roam the cliffs and forests freely and attract thousands of visitors every year. Local legend claims that as long as the macaques remain, Gibraltar will stay under British control. Their playful behavior and long history make them an iconic symbol of the region. Thanks for watching. Our planet is full of strange, beautiful, and surprising facts, and we've only scratched the surface. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about which fact shocked you the most. More amazing geography content is on the way.